Why is Narendra Modi going all out for the Bihar Assembly election? What makes this one-state battle so crucial that the Prime Minister himself is leading the charge, amid allegations of electoral roll tampering and institutional manipulation? The answer reveals a political fight much bigger than Bihar, one that could shape India's future. A loss in Bihar would not merely be a regional setback. There is lot more at stake for Modi and the BJP. Here are 7 key reasons why Modi is desperate to secure victory in Bihar's upcoming election. Number 1. Modi's political survival within the BJP. While Modi remains the BJP's uncontested national leader, internal rifts and succession questions are beginning to surface ever since the party was reduced to 240 seats, losing majority in government after the 2024 Lok Sabha elections. With several BJP leaders positioning themselves for the post-Modi era, which in itself an indication of Modi's depleted political capital in the BJP, Modi badly needs electoral victories to silence all whispers of transition midterm. As a result, the oncoming Bihar Assembly elections are a test of Modi's continued dominance over electoral machinery, party discipline, and alliance management. If the BJP fails here, the blame may be shifted to local leadership, but it would also be indicative of a fatigued, national campaign led and micro-managed by Modi since 2014. Modi is also acutely aware that his political future and his own place in history depends on continued performance at the ballot box. Hence, Bihar isn't just a political battleground, it's part of the final chapters of his political pursuits. If BJP loses Bihar, there would be even more pressure for change, which effectively means replacing Modi with someone else. The RSS, which has everything to lose if BJP is out of power, is unlikely to persist in supporting Modi to remain in the driver's seat when he is no more able to deliver at the ballot box. Number 2. Institutional manipulation at stake. There are strong allegations, including from Congress and RJD leaders, that the Election Commission is being manipulated to serve partisan ends, from arbitrary revisions of electoral rolls to targeted disenfranchisement of marginalized voters. If the BJP wins Bihar under such a cloud, it faces questions of legitimacy, which is what it is facing both in Haryana and Maharashtra, with the matter now being sub judice. But if it loses despite alleged maneuvering, it may be seen as losing control of even the tools of statecraft it once wielded with impunity. Modi needs a clean and overwhelming victory to dispel doubts of foul play and reclaim electoral credibility. Number 3. Restoring the Modi cult image. After facing criticism for inflation, unemployment, and alleged institutional capture, the BJP, and more specifically, Modi, who promised the moon to his electorate, is on the defensive nationally. The party's once unshakable authority and its lack of delivery on electoral promises of development and equality is under intense scrutiny and growing incapacitation. State-level losses, such as those in Karnataka and Himachal, have already weakened the image of an unstoppable BJP juggernaut, while the Maharashtra and Haryana assembly elections are largely seen as BJP having won it through unfair means as stated by Rahul Gandhi. A loss in Bihar would accelerate that decline, while the perception of Modi as a national strongman depends heavily on state-wise performance. For a leader who centralizes power and runs a personality-driven campaign, a major state slipping away undermines his cult of competence. Winning Bihar is thus essential to reassert Modi's authority at the center, both practically and symbolically. Number 4. Countering Rahul Gandhi's resurgence. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra and renewed political clarity have given the Congress and its allies a shot of momentum. It resulted in reducing the BJP to a minority government. At the same time, in Bihar, the Congress-RJD alliance is not just theoretical, it is a formidable grassroots machine with caste arithmetic on its side. Modi's central narrative, that Rahul Gandhi is politically irrelevant, falls apart if the India alliance manages to snatch Bihar, especially after a bruising Lok Sabha contest. Modi and the BJP have invested years in turning Gandhi into a punchline, a narrative that would flip overnight by a strong performance of Rahul-backed candidates. To avoid that, Modi must dominate Bihar, not just to win, but to prevent the opposition from regaining narrative control. The BJP has steadily been losing the narrative while the opposition India alliance's narrative has been gaining traction nationwide. Number 5. Reclaiming lost ground. In recent years, BJP's influence nationally has been dwindling, starting with being reduced to a minority government in the Lok Sabha elections in 2024. The breakup with Nitish Kumar and the Janata Dal, United, in 2022, followed by Kumar's return to the India alliance, further fractured the BJP's hold on a state it had once comfortably dominated in alliance politics. Though the BJP still retains a degree of urban support and upper caste backing, its grip over the OBC and Dalit electorate has weakened. This is a serious blow to Modi's brand of politics. A defeat in the assembly polls would confirm the erosion of the BJP's core strategy, the ability to bring together a caste-inclusive Hindu vote bank. Modi needs a victory to prove that BJP can stand alone in Bihar and still command a mandate. Anything less would be seen as proof that the party has peaked and is now in decline. Number 6. Caste engineering project of RSS in jeopardy. Since 2014, the BJP has worked to re-engineer caste equations in Bihar, expanding beyond upper caste support to court OBCs, Dalits, and even non-Yadav backward groups. The 2024 Lok Sabha results hinted that this experiment is not working according to plan. In addition, with the re-emergence of Mandal-era politics and caste-based alliances, particularly involving the RJD and JD-U, in Bihar, the BJP faces its toughest challenge yet, maintaining a fragmented social coalition in the face of a reunified backward caste identity politics. Modi has personally invested in this social engineering project. His public embrace of backward caste identity, as seen in his campaign speeches and public appearances, underscores his intent to neutralize Mandal 2.0 with his own caste-inclusive Hindutva. A defeat would invalidate that long-term strategy, casting doubt on its viability beyond the Hindi heartland. Number 7. Demographic and strategic implications. Bihar is home to a young, restless, and highly politicized population. With one of the country's highest rates of youth unemployment, it also serves as a barometer for public frustration with national economic policy. The new young electorate also holds the key to the political fortunes of all parties in the country. Whereas, a BJP alliance-ruled Bihar, despite multiple promises, remains underdeveloped. High migration, agrarian distress, poor health and education infrastructure, these remain unaddressed. Instead, in what is seen as another attempt to hide the government's failures, Modi is now promising a developed India by 2047. But unless voters in Bihar feel included in that vision, the promise rings hollow. As a result, the BJP is desperate to convert infrastructure projects and central schemes in Bihar into political capital, especially in rural areas, but the tactic is not working. A victory in Bihar, however, would allow the BJP to showcase Bihar as a development success story, even if that story is heavily curated. Number 8. Bihar as a bellwether for 2029. Bihar, with its 243 assembly seats and 40 Lok Sabha constituencies, is not just electorally significant, it is symbolically powerful. The state has a history of setting political trends. A BJP victory here would serve as a critical morale boost and a narrative victory ahead of the 2029 general elections. Conversely, a loss would embolden the opposition, particularly the India bloc, and allow them to portray Modi as a leader losing popular support. The BJP knows it must present itself as electorally invincible, especially after a decade in power. Bihar is the litmus test. The Bihar Assembly election is not just another contest, it is a referendum on Modi's hold over Indian politics. In conclusion, for the BJP, a victory would restore confidence, reaffirm their national dominance, and break the growing momentum of the India alliance. For Modi, it would be proof that his formula, charisma, nationalism, welfare optics, and caste balancing still works. A loss, however, would be catastrophic. It would break BJP's manufactured aura of invincibility under Modi. It would embolden the opposition. It would erode confidence in Modi's long-term vision. It would disrupt BJP's 2029 political fortunes. For all these reasons, Modi isn't just campaigning in Bihar. He's fighting for something deeper, the survival of his political mythos. And that's why he's desperate to win. What do you think? Will Modi be able to win Bihar Assembly elections? Or would it mark the end of the Modi era, which has been on a downslide much before last year's Lok Sabha elections? Do let us know your thoughts in the comments box, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to this channel for continuing election updates and other news stories and analysis that impact you. Thanks for stopping by.